All right, looks like it's going to record now. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to actually go through, and you're going to notice there's an option on the top that's called sweep. Okay, and sweep's going to be helpful because it allows you to kind of do some patterns as you go. All right, now the key thing is you kind of have to have some sort of surface, and then we're going to have a drawing. And what we're going to do is more or less you're going to create a drawing, and then we're going to make it kind of pull along a path. So to give you kind of a general idea, you can kind of see we're going to do like this little circular thing. You can make pretty much any pattern you want, but it will actually go through and it'll cut, or you can kind of add. So you can make kind of like different little patterns, if you will. So we'll kind of go through this real quick. Do you have a question real quick, Ramon? Yeah, I'm just, this is just a cube. I'm just making this up. So as we go. So this one is kind of a sword. So if you're curious on what we did with this one, this is one, or this is just kind of a sword. So we're trying to throw some little random patterns in one day, and you can kind of see it was interesting. But again, I'll just kind of walk you through how we do this. So first of all, this is just the cube, right? Nothing that spectacular with it. Now, the first thing we're going to do on this one is I'm going to more or less create a little path on this. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to create sketch. We're just going to get something interesting. So I'm going to get a line, and I'm just going to make this little random little pattern. And you could curve it, okay? You can make a curve if you want. I'm just doing this real quick. All right, just so you have a general idea how this works. And now we're going to actually get rid of that last line right here. I don't want that line right there. Okay, so I got that, okay? It's just a line. Now, the problem is, if I went to go for a sweep for this right now, you're gonna see, first of all, I have a path, but I have no profile. So what we have to do first, before we can go to that step, is if you go to construct, there is an option up here that you'll see, it's called plane along path, okay, right here. And what this does is, if you have anywhere on your object, and you have a line on it, now we can actually create a path, or we can create a little construction plane along this path. So I'm going to click on this line, and you can kind of see I can move this wherever I want along my path. Okay, so I'm just going to kind of leave it right about there for right now. And I'm actually going to move it back just a tad. So I'm going to start there. I'm going to say OK. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually go ahead and create a sketch based on this plane right here. So I'll click on that plane. And because I've already got my plane set up along that path, you're going to see like right here, this is already set where it's going to be along my, it's going to be on the top of my cube, for lack of a better word. Okay, so I'm just going to hit a C. I'm going to make a nice little circle right there. So I've got that. And now I've got this circle that is along this little path right here. So from here, if I go to create and I go to a sweep, I can click on this circle. And then when it says the path, I want to select this path right here. And you're going to see this is going to automatically do a cut. So if I hit OK on this one, you're going to see now I've got this little cut pattern on here. Now if I want to adjust that, I'm going to real quick and edit this feature here. If I don't want to cut, I can also make a join. So if I wanted to do that, that would actually allow me to get like a kind of a unique shape on top of this cube. Okay, and where this really comes in handy, I can actually set this. If I have it curved or something like that, if I wanted to make my own little spiral on the side of a cylinder going down, I can do that. I can just revolve that little drawing around however I want it to go through. Okay, and that's just a fast way where you can kind of add some details or cuts on there that's on unique shapes or unique objects. Does that make sense? Okay, so on your spinning object, you're going to have a sweep on there somewhere. Now it can be on the side, it could be on the top, I don't really care where, but again, you're going to have a pattern on there, you're going to have a sweep, and this is honestly, we're kind of getting you to the point where if we wanted to take the test on Fusion 360, you'd be able to pass some of those things. So I'm looking at some of the things that they would ask you on that test. So if you're interested in taking that test, you could actually go and take it and pass it. Okay, so we're just one of the little things that they will ask you about if you ever take that test. Okay, questions, concerns? All right, I will put this